Has your view of your marriage or your spouse ever been skewed by the enemy? I'm not a betting person, but I'd bet it has. Here's an example of how this plays out. Britt had always believed his wife Megan was the epitome of maternal love. Her gentle touch and nurturing spirit had been the cornerstone of their family's happiness. She had so much patience with their two young children and disciplined them with grace. During the stress of the pandemic, Satan planted seeds of suspicion in his mind, whispering to him about her shortcomings, her flaws, and her moments of weakness. Britt thought, she seems to be yelling at the children a lot. She's not the devoted, gentle mother I thought she would be. He resisted at first, but the doubts grew and tangled up with his thoughts until they obstructed his view of reality. In reality, Megan was handling the stress of homeschooling two young children, working to bring income into their family, and being on lockdown with a lot of grace and poise. But for some reason, Brett couldn't see that. Her few moments of frustration were all Brett could see. Every time Megan raised her voice, every moment of frustration she expressed, Satan's whispers echoed in Brett's ears, distorting his perspective until he saw only a mother consumed by anger. Brett began to distance himself and retreat into the solitude of playing video games. With each passing day, he found himself withdrawing further. But deep down, Brett heard the call of a voice he had been ignoring. It was God's voice, reminding him of the woman he had pledged his heart to, the mother who had sacrificed everything for his children. In a moment of clarity, Brett realized he had been ensnared by Satan's lies. God intervened to reshape his perspective, enabling him to see his wife in the same light as God does, with love and grace. Has this ever happened to you? Has your view of reality ever been skewed by the enemy? Chances are it has. He is the master of deceit after all. It's so easy for our perspective to get out of whack, which is why it's imperative that we turn to God to help shape our perspective of our marriage. Our 4-week Reframing challenge will help you do just that. This challenge will teach you a biblical approach to take your thoughts captive and practice gratitude so you can shift out of negative mindset and into a positive frame of mind. This is not a new age or stuff down your feelings kind of deal challenge. Rather, this process will allow you to experience God's renewing power in your thought life toward your spouse, toward your marriage, and in really all areas of your life. So stop waiting for your spouse to change. Take charge of your thought life and see how God changes your life for the better as you renew your mind. Check out the description to learn more about the 4-week Reframing challenge. I know it'll make a difference for you.